a good look at the face of choice tonight. If it's too awful to look at, perhaps you shouldn't be supporting it. If this is too awful to look at, maybe you shouldn't be tolerating it. What a concept.
How you doing, sir?
Hello.
How are you?
Blessed. Yourself?
Good. So, you guys are in right to be out here with your posters and signs, but you can't be using the bullhorn.
There's an ordinance against that?
Yeah, it's a distraction to drivers.
Can you cite the ordinance for me?
I'm sorry?
Can you cite the ordinance for me?
I don't have the ordinance handy.
Well, can you cite it for me?
I'm asking you to stop using the bullhorn.
Well, but what ordinance am I violating?
I'm sorry?
What ordinance am I violating?
Distracting drivers on the road.
Well, that didn't sound like it's a particular ordinance, though.
Okay.
So,
are you going to comply with my request, sir?
Well, can you provide me the ordinance?
I'm asking if you're going to comply with my request.
Well, it doesn't sound like I'm breaking a law if because you're not giving me an ordinance.
What ordinance are you looking for specifically?
Well, the ordinance that says I can't use amplification.
Okay. Well, we can also have that fall under the disorderly conduct.
Well, that'd be a violation of free speech.
What's that?
That'd be a violation of free speech.
It's not, though. It's you are distracting other drivers on the road, which could cause an accident. So
I do this all the time.
As far as the protesting on that portion of it, yes, you are correct. You have freedom of speech. You have every right to assemble peacefully here on the grass area without impeding sidewalks or traffic.
Okay.
But you cannot use a bullhorn yelling at drivers.
I'm not yelling at them.
Okay, but it's coming out as yelling.
Well, I have a right to speak my mind, and
okay.
I mean, you could say this.
And you could do that with your voice. I'm just asking.
Well, that might distract people.
Okay.
This might distract people where they get in an accident.
Okay, sir. The way this happens easier for everybody involved is for you to comply. I'm not telling you that you have to leave. I'm not telling you.
I understand that.
I'm not saying any of that.
I understand that.
I'm asking one request to stop using the bullhorn. That's fair. If you want to start talking to drivers, as long as you're not impeding their traffic, you can do that, but I'm asking you not to use the bullhorn.
Well, you have yet to cite the ordinance.
I don't have to cite the ordinance. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, you have to tell me what law I'm breaking. I'm not. So far, you give me no law I'm breaking. You're just saying please get out the megaphone, but you have not cited a law I'm breaking.
Well, the law can be disorderly conduct if you wish.
Well, then that's a violation of my free speech.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not, sir.
Yeah,
it is not. It is not.
Well, you could say I'm distracted.
Being disorderly doesn't fall under free speech.
It's a violation of my free speech.
It does not. If you are impeding traffic, if you are causing distractions to other drivers, yes, that does not fall under free speech.
Well, you could say this is doing that, but you could say people get in an accident via the big sign.
We're not talking about that. We're just talking about the bullhorn.
I'm asking one request.
But you have yet to give me a law that I'm breaking.
Right.
You have not cited an ordinance yet that I've broken.
Okay. I understand that. Okay. What we're asking for is you just not use the bullhorn. We're not asking you to leave.
Well, I understand. I'm just, what ordinance am I breaking? Is there
a reason why you don't want to comply with us?
No, I want to comply, but you have not given me an ordinance yet that I'm breaking.
Disorderly
so you're waiting for us to
That's not an
force you
ordinance.
To do this is what you're asking us to do? You're waiting us to force you to do something?
No, I'm just, can you provide me an ordinance that I'm breaking?
Right. I'm not going to have a constitutional discussion about the rights.
Well, you tell me I shouldn't use a megaphone, so if you're...
I'm just asking you not to. That's all I'm asking.
So you have yet to give me an ordinance that I'm breaking, that I'm violating.
I don't have to give you anything.
Yes, you do.
I'm just asking you to not do that. That's all.
So what will happen if I continue to use it?
Then we're going to have an issue.
Well, what will you do if I continue to use a megaphone?
If we continue to get a complaint, sir, we're going to have to keep coming out here and addressing this each and every time.
Well, then you'll know...
Make it easier for everybody involved. And we're just
what about me? What about my First Amendment rights?
I understand you have First Amendment rights. I'm not asking you to leave. I'm not asking you to not use
Oh, no, I understand that.
not use the bullhorn, that's all.
But you have not given me an ordinance yet that I'm violating.
I understand that because I'm trying to be polite with you, and I understand you being polite with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to ask you to not use it, that's all.
I mean, and I want to comply with you, but if you can give me...
What's the harm in complying?
Well, because if you can give me an ordinance that I'm violating, then I'll comply.
Right.
But you have yet to...
for me to prove that you're wrong?
Well, I'm just waiting to see what law I'm breaking, because you have yet to prove I'm breaking any law. You're just saying, please don't use...
I'm not trying to get into that with you. I'm just trying to be as respectful as possible. I respect your right to say what you're saying.
But not on a megaphone.
No issue with that whatsoever. I would just prefer if you didn't use it.
Okay.
We are receiving complaints as such, okay?
Well, yeah, I get complaints everywhere I go.
Make our day a little bit easier and make your day a little bit easier so we don't have to continually come out here and talk to you about this. That's all we're looking for.
Well, I mean, if someone complains, just say we were already out there and they're doing fine.
We can't do
that. Right, that's not how it works though. We're not allowed to do that, okay? We have to come out here and talk with you to make sure everything's okay. That's
and you say it's okay, so, I mean...
I understand that, but we still have to check that every single time, okay? So, for the complaints that we continue to receive for you using the bullhorn our resources to be out here with you.
Okay.
I understand you're doing what you're supposed to do. I have no issue with that whatsoever, right? I'm just trying to make it easier for everybody involved so we can just
Well, what
be on
about
our
me?
way and have a decent day. That's all it is.
Well, I'm just, like I said, if you can provide me with a certain ordinance or
Right,
law.
I'll be right back with you, sir.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I'd appreciate it if you can provide me that ordinance, officer. I'm not trying to be difficult. It's just you're not providing.
You are, though. Man.
Well, no,
All we're doing is asking you to just not use the bullhorn.
But you have not given me a law that I'm breaking.
Correct.
So how can I?
We're trying to be nice to you. We don't
Well,
want to force your hand. We don't want to force any issues.
And I'm not trying to have
We're standing in the sidewalks. We didn't want to cite you for obstructing a sidewalk. If you want to get that technical, we're trying to be polite with you. We're trying to be cordial.
Yeah,
We're asking you not use it because, like I said, we are receiving complaints as such, and to make it easier on us and easier on you, you don't have to come out.
Well, it's not being easier on me. Because
it would be because we don't have to come out here and interrupt you and doing what you're trying to do.
Well, I mean, you'd see that I'm basically doing what I was doing before, and
right,
it's not
here for a specific purpose, and I have no issue with that. So I don't understand why you don't want to attest to that versus just talking with us, because we're going to be out here every 15 minutes.
Okay. Well,
It would just be easier on everybody involved if we didn't have to deal with that. Okay.
Okay. Well, what about my First Amendment rights?
I understand. I completely respect your First Amendment rights.
I'm not sure you do.
The reason why we're getting complaints is because of your use of the bullhorn.
I understand that.
It's not because of what you're saying, how you're saying it, or anything. You're not
I actually kind of doubt that. I'm sure it's what I'm saying, but it's just because people may not like me being on a megaphone doesn't give them the right to violate my free speech to where I can't use a megaphone. I mean, if you have an ordinance against it, that's one thing.
Okay.
But so far, you've given me no law or ordinance that I'm violating.
Right. Because
So legally, I can continue to use a megaphone.
I didn't say you couldn't. I'm just asking you politely to not.
Okay.
Yes.
So what will happen if I continue to use it?
We're going to continue to use it. As I said before, we're going to be out here every 15 minutes checking on you and make sure everything's okay. And if that's how you want to continue to waste our resources and your time.
I'm not forcing you to waste any resources. I mean,
you are, though, because like you said before, you're okay, we're okay, but we have to repeatedly come out here and continue to talk to you, addressing the same issue over and over again. That is a waste of time and resources.
Well, I mean, that's the person's fault who's calling you. It's not my fault. I'm just trying to.
I understand it, and I agree with you. But again, if you didn't do that, it would just be easier on us and everybody else involved as well.
But not on me. It limits my ability to express myself so people can hear me.
Okay.
Because if I use my regular voice, it's loud out here. People aren't going to hear what I'm saying.
Right.
So it does suppress my freedom of speech in that way, to where I can't get across the message to people I'm trying to get across to. So it is violating my free speech in that sense.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, is he looking for an ordinance, or?
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
What his plan is.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what would happen if I continued to use it, and you explained that you had to come out here every 15 minutes or so.
Yep. We're receiving a substantial amount of calls.
Okay.
It's obviously busy, which is why I get it. You're here. I totally get it, man.
Yes,
I got
sir.
no issue with you being out here.
Okay.
But because of your use of the bullhorn, that's why we're getting complaints.
Understand.
Plus us being out here.
Okay.
So it would just be easier on us and you, so we don't have to continue to interrupt you in what you're trying to do. I have no issue with that whatsoever. I have no issue with your rights. I completely respect your rights. I'm just asking for your respect to us and to not. But if that's your choice, that's your prerogative.
I respect your authority, and I don't want you to waste time. But
I have been respected the entire time, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Okay.
It's nice. I'm not trying to be conflicting. I'm not trying to cause an issue with you.
I'm not trying to be difficult either.
It would be easy for everybody involved if we didn't use that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't control what other people do if they make phone calls and waste your resources. I wish they wouldn't, so that it wouldn't.
What you would do, and the nexus of the genesis of the issue is what you're using as the bull.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So that's all we're trying to do, is just make it easier on everybody involved, so we don't have to keep coming out here and addressing the same issue over and over.
Well, I mean, that's unfortunate that keeps happening, but that's out of my control if I'm simply exercising my First Amendment.
It is within your control if you're choosing to do something to provoke other people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you're right. I get it.
Yeah, the First Amendment, you provoke people. It gives you the right to provoke people, not intentionally, but when you give across certain messages, it's going to provoke people, and people are going to like it, and they're going to call the police and complain, and I can't. I mean, that's their choice, and unfortunately, it does waste the time of the police, and I mean but that's their choice. It's not. I'm not forcing them to do that, and
no, but out of consideration for us and our time and you and your time, because we're wasting all this time sitting here talking about the same repetitive issue.
Yes, sir.
If we just eliminated that with the bullhorn not being used, no problem.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll wait for him to come over. How's work going today?
It's going.
Going, okay.
It's going. We're busy. Got a substantial amount of calls, but unfortunately we're here dealing with this.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Under Town of Brookfield Ordinance 9.05, loud and unnecessary noises prohibited. I am now requesting that you stop using the bullhorn.
Okay.
If I see you using the bullhorn again, or we get another complaint, I will be coming back and issuing you a citation for that with a fine amount of $376.
Okay.
So please stop using the bullhorn. You guys have the right to stay out here and hold up your signs and that kind of stuff, but you are not to use the bullhorn. You are not to be yelling towards drivers. You're not.
I can't use my regular voice.
Nope, because that could be construed as loud noise.
Well, what about my freedom of speech?
Your freedom of speech. If you want to just talk, you can.
No one can hear me if I'm just talking.
But the second you start yelling towards the drivers and we get a complaint, that's going to be in violation of Town Ordinance 9.05.
Except loud and excessive noise.
What's that?
Loud and excessive noise.
That's pretty much our Town Ordinance on that.
Well, that is a violation of the First Amendment.
Okay. Well, then when I issue the citation, you can bring that up in court.
Okay.
So I am telling you that you are no longer allowed to use that bullhorn and not to be yelling at the drivers. You could talk in your normal voice, hold the sign, and actually talk just like we are right now. That's fine.
No one's going to hear me if I do that.
What's that?
No one's going to hear me if I do that.
I'm sorry, sir. Anything louder than your normal voice could be construed as loud and unnecessary noise.
Well, that is pretty vague. I mean, how can you prove what's loud and excessive?
Exactly.
So that.
You asked me to cite exactly
you did, and I appreciate that.
You are breaking, and I am telling you exactly which ordinance that is, sir.
So loud and excessive noise.
Yep.
Okay.
Town of Brookfield Municipal Ordinance 9.05.
Okay. Well, it's pretty loud out here. So how would a megaphone be loud and excessive out here?
Remember a few minutes ago you said I want to comply, but you're not.
I want to.
You are arguing every point.
I'm asking questions.
Okay. It's my turn to talk, okay? You are trying to argue every point. You specifically asked me what ordinance you were violating. I just told you. And now you're trying to find loopholes in the town ordinance on, well, it's loud out here. How can... I'm telling you what the town ordinance is. I'm telling you. I'm not asking. I'm telling. We've already asked you. You really don't want to comply with that. Which is fine. That's your right not to comply with what we're asking, okay? But I'm telling you that if we get one more complaint or I see you using that bullhorn, this is your only warning you're getting on that.
Okay.
The next time I have to come out here or my partner has to come out here, you're automatically getting a citation.
Yeah.
And that's a matter of opinion on whether that's violating your First Amendment rights or not. You can take that up with the judge.
Okay.
That's not going to be for us to argue about.
Okay. May I ask a question about?
Yes, sir.
What if you get a complaint about if someone complains about he's holding signs out there? Would that be in violation?
As long as you guys are holding it like that, from my understanding, there's no violation that you guys are doing this.
Okay.
You guys have the right to assemble and have a peaceful assembly. Mm-hmm. As long as you guys don't attach these signs to anywhere, you're fine.
Okay. So if I get back on the megaphone or preach to people even with my regular voice and you get a complaint, then you'll give me a citation for, I think you said $360?
Well, it depends. If you're just talking to someone and they call and say, well, we don't agree with this, no, you're not getting a citation on that. Because again, that's a matter of opinion.
Okay.
But the second that you start being loud and start yelling and projecting your voice to make all the drivers know what your point is, and we get a call on that, or we see that, or you use that megaphone, yes, you will be issued a citation.
Okay.
For, again, violating Town of Brookfield Municipal Ordinance 9.05.
9.05, okay. So would it make a difference if I turn the megaphone down?
Sir, you're not understanding me, sorry.
We're
not
here to litigate it. We're not here to fine-tune it, right? Split hairs. It's just, don't use it. We'll be on our way, right?
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Oh, excessive noise, okay. I may have to look that up because that is pretty vague. I mean, I appreciate you're looking that up, and I may have to look that up myself and talk to an attorney about it because I think that is a violation of the First Amendment. But
well, I'm not going to sit here and argue about it.
Okay.
It's within my right to issue the citation on it.
Okay.
It's your right to take it to court. I'm just telling you the consequences on the next time that we have to come out here.
So it's Officer, I don't want to... Sokolik? Sokolik.
Yep, my badge number is 28.
28?
Yep.
And Officer White?
Yep.
And your badge number?
44.
44,
yep.
Okay.
Any other questions, sir?
May I speak with your supervisor?
We don't have one on right now, sir.
Okay. Do you have a higher up at all?
Right now, no.
Okay.
There's no one on right now. It's
Okay.
us two.
Okay.
I mean, on Monday morning, you can give our department a call and speak to a supervisor.
Which department is that?
Town of Brookfield.
Town of Brookfield. Okay.
Yep. They're not going to tell you anything different than what I'm telling you, but that's your right to give the department a call.
Yeah, I would like to talk to the supervisor on duty. I mean, I guess then, and talk to him about it.
Okay, that's your right.
Okay. Is there a certain like police station number, or is it like just one police department in Brookfield?
Well, it's the Town of Brookfield Police Department, so as long as you call the town and not the city.
Okay.
There is a city of Brookfield and the Town of Brookfield.
So the town of
with the Town of Brookfield.
Town of Brookfield. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Are either of you Christians?
That's irrelevant right now. Have a good day, sir.
Well,
Okay?
no, I don't want you to die and go to hell. Okay.